includes paid promotion. Oh, all right.
Hellfire Peninsula, a land ravaged by demonic energies and
Fell
transformed into a barren wasteland by its inhabitants. How did this world turn into the devastating land that is today? Who still calls this place home? And why is it so damn
Level
red?
60s that get ganked
Well,
by high-level
let's answer
rogues.
those questions and more in today's episode of Why Do I Want Them Dead?
Okay. Let me move this up a little bit so you guys can actually see the title now. There it is.
Hellfire wasn't always a hellhole.
Yeah.
In fact, it was a lush forest called Tannin
Yeah, it used to be
Jungle.
Tannin Jungle, exactly.
It was here that the orcs first drank the blood of Manoroth, and the Citadel was first created for Warchief Blackhand, the Horde's first warchief. While hyped up on demon blood, the orcs rampaged across Draenor and slaughtered Draenei. They killed so many that the Path of Glory was created, a tract of land paved with the bones of Draenei men, women, and children, that led from the Citadel to the Dark Portal, and you can still see it today. What is this game rated again?
I'm surprised about that, because, like, you guys knew that, right? The whole fucking, this whole road here is paved with Draenei bones. And they just put that shit out there. Nobody even gave a fuck. Yeah, it was great.
Okay, yeah, sure, I was just checking. Anyway, the orcs entered the Dark Portal, stormed into Azeroth, did a lot of fighting, and by the Second War they were pushed back into Draenor. The Alliance didn't want to deal with yet another orcish invasion, so they sent a strike team of their best men and women into Draenor. Their leaders, Khadgar and Turalyon, with additional help from Illyria, Círdan Wildhammer, and Daneth Trollbane.
Those are the guys that are on the
statues. A small
statues.
squadron of forces into the unknown horrors within Draenor. This crackpot team of badasses were called the Sons of Lothar, named after their king who lost his life battling the Horde. Their mission was to annihilate...
That's supposed to be the human fucking armor. I want that right there to be the human heritage armor. That would be fucking badass. Please, Blizzard, add that as the human heritage armor. King Lothar,
their mission was to annihilate
cares?
the remaining orcs within Draenor and established Honorhold and the Expedition Armory. The Sons of Lothar managed to kick a lot of orc ass, but that all changed when the powerful warlock named Ner'zhul managed to open multiple portals to other worlds all around Draenor, which ripped the very fabric of the world apart.
Extra noses pounces on you. Ooh, you're so warm.
No! What the fuck?
No! God, please, no!
Volcanic eruptions
I'm just so sick of that shit, man. This furry garbage,
the
man.
world, and the seas were replaced with the ethereal plane of the twisting nether. The Sons of Lothar knew they had to make the ultimate sacrifice. Destroy the portal from the Draenor side to stop this chaotic energy.
So they locked themselves there.
So with a heavy heart, Khadgar used the Skull of Gul'dan to destroy the portal.
Wow.
You can see how dramatic this event was. When you see the real range of emotion on his face from the Warcraft 2 cinematic.
This was a really big deal. Oh shit! This was in the 90s, guys, so you have to accept it. Look at that, dude.
The Sons of Lothar were now stranded.
That cinematic, man, like back in the day, I thought that shit looked real. I thought that shit looked 100% fucking real.
On this unfamiliar and now catastrophic disaster of a world, and their fate would remain a mystery for the next 20 years. And before we discover their fate, let's hear a quick word from the sponsor of today's video.
Audible.
Another boring day of farming. If only there was some way I could enjoy the lore of WoW while playing the game.
What could you do?
Don't worry, my son. I am here.
Oh, sweet, but
okay.
How many Warcraft audiobooks do you guys have in your library?
What an interesting question to ask.
Oh, cool.
That's good.
Audible is the leading provider
that's
of
actually good.
audiobooks with thousands of books to choose from, including tons of Warcraft books. The one I've been listening to while grinding mobs in Classic is the Illidan book, which is amazing. It embellishes on the lore and the Burning Crusade, and even talks about the Black Temple raid from Illidan's perspective.
That's actually really interesting.
The narration is amazing, with added music for dramatic effect. The best part about this is you can get this book and many others like it for free if you sign up using the free trial using the URL audibletrial.com/plat.
There you go,
that is
guys.
audibletrial.com/plat. If you like what I do in this channel and want to support me for free while getting an amazing offer, click the link down below
audio and it has audio, guys.
Free trial. Thank you, Audible, for their support, and on with the video. The ad is now over. During those 20 years of mystery, the demon pit lord Magtheridon harnessed the power of Ner'zhul's portals to summon demons.
That was actually a really good ad. Like, the thing is, you guys need to get used to this. This is going to be all over YouTube very soon. Like, you're going to have like tons of like in-video ads that that like content creators do because of so many people using ad block and like trying to make more money. This is like the future, and so get used to it.
And enslave the rest of the orcs.
It's already happening. Yeah, it's already happening.
And these, my friends, are the enemies we want dead.
Yep.
You see, orcs became green and mean when they took a little sip of demon blood. But what would happen if orcs took a big sip?
Dude, that guy,
well,
man.
That's basically fel orcs. With the continual consumption of pit lord blood, they've just turned into these monsters consumed by madness and bloodlust. Magtheridon's plans were interrupted when Illidan, Kael'thas, Lady Vashj, and Akama showed up, closed all the portals, and enslaved Magtheridon under Hellfire
That's right,
Citadel.
that was in Warcraft
The fel
3.
orcs were now under Illidan's control, and they'd siphon the demon blood from Magtheridon to satiate their blood consumption.
Fuck them.
Kha'Zix the Supreme, a big, strong demon, opened up the Dark Portal once again, and this is where we come in the Burning Crusade expansion.
I didn't even know that.
At this point,
what the fuck?
The Alliance expedition has been fighting demons for 20 years, and it shows. Honorhold is crumbling, and the armory was utterly destroyed.
Yeah, it's a shithole,
Apparently, Ner'zhul and his Death Knights rampaged through the stronghold and left the ghostly spirits of their prey in their wake. Hellfire Peninsula is also filled with demons, fel orcs, boars, and the Fel Reaver. This Fel Reaver isn't particularly special lore-wise, but it's well known for crushing clueless players in the zone. But at the end of the day, he's just a big robot. Also,
it has no significance in the lore whatsoever. It just runs around and steps on people and kills them, and that's it.
Something totally random, this part of the Hellfire Peninsula music draws heavy inspiration from the opening of Shine On You Crazy Diamond by Pink Floyd.
What?
Here's the WoW version.
I hear it.
And here's the Pink Floyd version. And that's all I can play for you so I don't get copywritten, but I'm going to link it down below so you can check it out yourself.
What the
This reference is even made more evident because there's an innkeeper in Thrallmar named Floyd Pincus. But I'm getting off topic, back to the enemy.
Wow.
Hellfire Citadel is split into 4
I didn't know that at all.
instances.
Holy shit.
So first off, let's tackle the ramparts.
How about that?
Where you'll face the front line of the Fel Horde. The ramparts are filled with the Fel Orcs' most powerful soldiers, with Watchkeeper Gargulmar leading the Horde. There is a very common fashion statement among Fel Orcs, and that is not having hands and having blades for hands instead. It just gets me thinking, like, what if he has to scratch his face?
Yeah.
What if he wants to eat some food? How does he wipe his butt?
They feed him.
How will he be able to enjoy his favorite pastime, knitting? The Dungeon Journal also says he eats the hearts of whoever he kills. So I'm assuming his posse of other orcs must be hand-feeding him
they have
or
to
something.
hand-feed him.
Thank you. Other bosses include Omor the Unscarred, who was one of Hakkar's most dangerous minions.
Wait,
no,
what?
The other Hakkar. Yes, for some reason in WoW lore, there are 2 Hakkars.
What?
The last boss is Vazrudin the Herald, who is on a dragon and he's just some boring commander guy with no real story. The next instance on the list is Shattered Halls, and when Horde players enter here, you'll be greeted by Khazarez, who is an NPC who has been working to find a cure for the Fel Orc curse. Through his discoveries, he's been able to cure some of the Fel Orcs and reintroduce them into the Horde, but when we find him here, he's lying almost dead on the ground. The Shattered Halls itself doesn't have much lore. You know, you got the Warlock boss, you got the Commander boss, you got the Ogre boss.
And then you have
but I will give the instance credit that it's very pretty, it has a lot of cool lighting and these cool, unique statues. But the star of the show here is Kargath Bladefist. You know Kargath, he was that one guy in Warlords of Draenor, and was easily the coolest warlord.
I actually never noticed the statues. I've been in that dungeon 100 times. I've never noticed the statues.
The leader of the Shattered Hand clan, and it's all about cutting off one of your hands and replacing it with a blade. But again, Kargath is involving himself in the stupidest fashion trend of cutting off both hands. Like, what are you trying to accomplish here? There is no way this is practical at all. Next up is the Blood Furnace.
I thought he only cut off one hand.
Underbelly of the Citadel, where we get to see how these beastly fell orcs are created. Turns out, they don't ask nicely to make orcs into bloodthirsty monsters. It's a process of forcefully pumping imprisoned orcs with advanced contraptions and removing everything that made them who they were beforehand.
What the fuck?
The Maker is a boss that accelerates the corruption and performs cruel experiments on those who resist. Rogok deteriorates the minds of freshly created fell orcs to make sure any subversive notions are eradicated. And really, this whole place is just depressing as hell.
Yeah, it sucks.
The cherry on top is the ambience of this dungeon is filled with the screams of orcs being twisted into these beasts.
God damn. Wow.
The last boss is Keladin the Breaker, who is the lead warlock tasked with imprisoning Magtheridon, who is right under him. So without further ado, let's go to Magtheridon's lair.
The big boy.
And not really sure what to say about this one.
What do you mean? It's Magtheridon.
Break him out of prison, and we kill him.
Wait, no, what are you doing? No, no, no!
Okay. It actually probably was about that easy, too. That boss was a fucking joke. I remember, I don't think I ever wiped on Magtheridon before, in Burning Crusade. I didn't do it whenever it's current, though, to be fair, though. That was actually really funny. I didn't expect that at all. Okay, let me go ahead, I'll copy-paste it and show it to you guys, okay?